With 1.3 becoming the definitive fastest version of Super Mario Odyssey to speedrun, a certain category has picked up in popularity. That category, which is currently on the category extensions board, is known as All Story Moons. It's quite similar to another category on the main boards known as World Peace, but there are two main routing differences, one in Sand Kingdom and one in Snow Kingdom. So as I'm kind of the guy that did the World Peace tutorials, I think it's only fitting that I go through and give you a routing tutorial for ASM as well. But before that, let's go over why you might want to run ASM over World Peace. In World Peace, there's a certain trick that is more or less required to get a somewhat fast time. And that trick is what's known in Super Mario Odyssey as a roll cancel clip, often abbreviated to RCC. These roll cancel clips are what allow us to do IP clip and snow clip. If you don't know what IP clip or snow clip is, I have a video conveniently tagged in the information thing. I don't know how YouTube works, just click the button. Yeah, okay. These clips allow you to skip certain story moons that aren't necessary to receive the World Peace achievement, but still getting, World Peace, obviously. You got the achievement. And that's all World Peace the category itself cares about, getting that achievement. But all story moons, as the name might suggest, means you have to get all the story moons. So those clips aren't allowed. This results in about a 2-3 minute, maybe more, anywhere from 2 to 5 minute, I don't fucking know the timing around, I'm just here to tell you stuff, time difference between the two categories. Now the reason you obviously might want to do ASM over World Peace is if you don't want to deal with these roll cancel clips. In the past, it was quite easy to get around this problem. If you have a 1.0 cartridge, play on 1.0. It was likely faster anyway, and the clips were easier. But now that 1.3, especially 1.3 digital, is definitely the fastest version of the game, you run into a problem. You have to do the harder version of those clips. An IP clip especially can be quite brutal. So with ASM, you don't have to deal with those clips. You can literally just focus on your movement and your routing and pop the heck off. So now that I've explained why you would want to do ASM over World Peace is dead, sorry DD, let's get into it. So as I mentioned before, there's only really two big differences between ASM and World Peace, those being in Sand Kingdom and Snow Kingdom respectively. So I'm not going to be going over the whole route because obviously I would just be repeating myself as the rest of the route is exactly the same as World Peace. So if you're just coming to this video with no World Peace knowledge whatsoever, I recommend checking out my World Peace route tutorials and then just not paying attention in sand or snow. Now that that's out of the way though, let's begin. So starting out going into Sand Kingdom, it's going to start off a little bit familiar, but then, as it tends to go, divulges quite quickly. Now, I personally am still getting mostly used to this ASM route, so don't expect the most optimal looking movement from me. I'm just going to be showing you the order of the moons and the way to get to those moons. I'm probably going to make some mistakes. I tend to do that when I'm doing these kinds of videos, but I want it to be a little bit more authentic. Also, I'm going to be recording as I'm playing, but if all of a sudden my voice just randomly changes, just know that means I've redubbed certain sections. But, let's get started here. We're going to go up our normal way and get this oh so important moon, which is in basically every route ever because it's hilariously fast. And then we're going to get our Burb friend. Then we're going to take a page out of any percent's book and go for this Dune moon. What the heck? We're not supposed to do this. Now we're going to make our way over to Dram. If you know how to do Dram, do Dram. If not, then, well, just get the Alcove Moon and then make your way up on the icicle thingamabob. I'm going to get this Pillar Moon, and then let's go. But once we capture this Bullet Bill, we're gonna get out of it straight away and then make our way up here because we need this story moon, of course. Now, I still haven't figured out how to do this area optimally at all. This is still very stupid fresh for me, but there's a way you can make it up, dude. I'm telling you. I don't know how to do it, but we'll get there one day. Make our way over, grab the secret moon, and then As you're going up, make sure to grab the checkpoint. I like to just throw Cappy out as I exit this area. Shake like a madman and grab the story moon. Now, after you grab this, there's two ways that you can kind of like get over to the next section, which is the Shards Moon. You can kind of do like a captureless way, or you could capture a bullet bill that's down below. I'm going to show you both. I don't really know which is faster, so we're going to figure this out when I get into post and I time these. And then we grab the Shards Moon. Oh, I grabbed this side. That's not what I want. And then jump for this last one. Don't be afraid, there is an invisible platform. And then just make your way over to the moon. That was disgusting, but it's fine. Now, there's two ways you can make your way over to the inverted pyramid, which is where we need to head. You can either warp back up to the top of the tower, or you can long jump across and then roll over to where we need to go. Now, I've timed these, and like, the way that I timed them, long jumping over and rolling ended up being half a second faster, but my clip for this one wasn't entirely that great, so chances are they're actually like similar, or this method's actually probably faster if you get a really good vector in. So I honestly recommend just warping. It is a lot easier as well. So grab Luggage Moon, and then make your way into the inverted pyramid. I'm not going to go too in-depth about the movement in here, as I did kind of go over it in my World Peace tutorial. But just make your way through the inverted pyramid, and we're going to go fight Harriet. Alright, so we're going to skip this hidden story moon in here, and we're just going to go straight to Harriet. That moon's a little bit slow. We get Dune instead of that one. This is going to be a little weird if you've ever played World Peace, because this ship is going to be here. This still trips me up, to be honest. And then you fight Harriet and it's gone. The fuck is this game, dude? We are playing trash. Smile. Alright, so just fight Harriet. A little bit of update on Harriet. Kind of learnt since since recording the old tutorials. The way to get Harriet to do a low amount of hops in this last phase is actually to come against this wall and face Harriet. If you're facing Harriet, then guess what? She's gonna do 2 hops. It's just the way it works. Bada bing, bada boom. It's magic. If you want to know how to fight Harriet fast, _, good bud, has actually made a tutorial for how to fight Harriet fast. There you go. Go figure. You didn't quite know about the facing Harriet thing, but I'm just gonna sprinkle that in there. What? I'm bumping my mic now too. I'm just gonna throw that in there for you. Just we all have information. We're all partaking. There you go. So now that we're in the Night Sand portion, this is gonna kind of remind you a little bit of the old beginner World Peace route, but it's pretty simple actually. We just warp straight to that top tower, and then make our way over. And down the hole. Let's go. Now, of course, we're going to grab the Goomba Stack moon in here, as it's quite a fast moon. And then after this, we're just gonna head straight for knuckle attack. The chest moon's a little bit too slow. That's why it was cut out of the world peace route originally. And that's why it's not in this route either. So I'm not going too in-depth about the knuckle attack fight, because I did kind of go over it in my World Peace tutorial. But, you know, during this phase, just make sure to get as close to the wall as possible. Oh, I got hit. Doesn't really matter. During this phase, you can kind of just do whatever the heck you want. I kind of like to make sure the hands end close to him. I don't know if it really makes much of a difference, but there's that. And then, of course, during this phase, just make sure to stand close to him, so these icicles spawn right in front of you. Then, of course, just tilt your camera up, backflip, dive into the moon. Easy peasy. And, just like that, we are out of Sand Kingdom. Now let's go to Snow. And now we're in Snow Kingdom. Wow, movie magic. How do we get here? Anyway, this is going to start off just like World Peace. We're going to pretend like, ooh, the Odyssey cutscene. Boom, we're just going to roll up straight away. And we're just going to make our way into Enter Shiveria. Okay. Just gonna make your way up. I'm gonna grab this chest moon. Oof, dude. Spin pound around the corner. Damn, dude. You can do the moon clip, do the moon clip. Oh my god, I'm such a dumb dude. And then, as we cannot clip, we have to make our way around. I love value dives. They're the best. But, as I said, we want to go around and we're going to start grabbing story moons from all these sub-areas. I wasn't sure if that spiny was going to fall, so that's kind of awkward. But just making sure to avoid any of the extra moons in any of these rooms, because we don't need them. I did not know if that was gonna work. Oh my god. That was my bad. I could have fixed that. That was alright. You are so far back for that moon. Okay. That is so weird. Anyway. Grab that moon. Be a cool kid, I suppose. And then make your way out and into the next area. Oh, cool. I love sloping. Ugh. Oh, I missed one, man. Okay. I'm actually blind. So you want to grab all of these shards. The optimal order would actually probably be this one first. Actually, I don't even remember where they all are now. So now that you've got all the shards, be a dumb, pull a Tom. Oof. I was really hoping for a side flip there. Ugh. That is awkward. I'm gonna need to learn how to do this properly, but don't copy me, alright? I'm just showing you how to get, like, the moons in the right order. Don't look at me for advice, okay? Watch the world record or something. Wow, okay, you probably could have made that. Learning things. Now with this one, you do a fancy little triple jump, skip over the chasm, easy peasy. Don't even stress. If you can't set up that triple jump, don't worry too much, you can just long jump over. It's actually quite an easy jump to make. It's helpful in 80% as well if you die after getting the Goomba Moon, just in case you didn't know. Alright, skip that cutscene, obviously. Now we're gonna make our way out. Make sure not to roll boost at all, otherwise you're gonna bonk. And then as you fall, just dive towards the loading zone, just because, you know, this sliding animation is really slow. And now we do Bound Ball. I know how to throw Cappy, haha. And just as before, you're gonna get a little hop as you move towards this moon. Wait for that hop and then press B, and you'll jump straight into the moon. Easy. And just like that, we have now finished Snow Kingdom, and that is literally the only two differences between ASM and World Peace, making this category, in my opinion, easier. I mean, I don't think that's my opinion, I think that's everyone's opinion. Yeah. So just to recap, this category is to skip the roll cancel clips associated with Sand Kingdom and Snow Kingdom, and we do this because 1.3 is harsh when it comes to roll cancel clips. It's no 1.0. It sucks, but it's a fast version of the game, so we deal with what we have, I suppose. And the reason you should play this category as opposed to World Peace, if that's what you're leaning towards, is just because you're not going to get walled out by any roll cancel clips because they're just straight up not allowed. So you're going to have more fun just playing the game, and there's going to be less time where you're just stuck rolling against a wall and bonking and hoping for the best. So I hope this is at least somewhat helpful. I feel like I've kind of rambled a fair bit in this video. I tend to do that in these non-scripted videos. I kind of just lose track of what I'm talking about, and then I like make mistakes, and then I ramble some more. So I hope I've been at least a little bit helpful. And I hope you guys can start popping off in ASM as well as World Peace. If, you know, you hate roll cancel clips like me. Yay. Suck it, World Peace, you idiot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.